Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to PWR Daily for Friday, November 10, 2006, the weekend edition, which means it's Top 5s. This is the Pro Wrestling Report, the world's most watched professional wrestling news program. I am Dameon Nelson, sitting alongside the man they call Meathead. Frank Cosentino is out picking up whores and not able to be here today.
Oh, my God.
Was I not supposed to say that out loud?
Yeah.
Not able to be here today, so we're going to try to run with this.
Because, I mean, where do you think I get my girls from?
I'm sorry.
Frank
is not. I was going for cheap pops, and it's the sweeps period here in November, so we're trying to get ratings so we can bump up our advertising rates. The real place Frank is remember how heated he was about the fact that the Democrats were going to take back the House and the Senate, and now he's bitter, so he's pulling a HBK of old, and he just didn't show up this week. So if you see Frank, give us a call.
Frank is a pimp, and he's a player from the Himalaya.
Top 5s, ladies and gentlemen. Each week we sit down and give you the 5 names, the 5 most influential names we see it as it comes to the world of professional wrestling. Since I usually don't start, I won't start. I will throw it to the man they call Meathead,
who previously this week did vote Team Elephant with a couple exceptions.
See where that got you.
Couple exceptions. There's always a couple exceptions. Obviously, the guy that owns the Bucks, you got mine.
Herb Cole, he's a Democrat.
You got mine. Miss Moore, you got my vote. Good job. And then Team Republican, the rest of the way.
And your top 5 are?
My top 5 are, starting at number 5, and this is how I roll, and they are in order. Number 5 of my top 5 is going to be the Boogeyman, coming to get you. Boogeyman, number 5.
Does he scare you in your sleep?
No, he entertains
me. Do you have an
me
alarm clock like him? With the big bells on top?
No, he entertains me when I'm awake. Number 5, the Boogeyman in my top 5. Number 4 is going to go out to, I was kind of perusing around on PWRshow.com, and I happened to watch some of our older videos. An interview with Mr. Norman Esmaile, which turned into an interview with Billy, otherwise known as Vampiro! 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 Good God almighty, that was Vampiro. Number 4 in my top 5 was Vampiro, my favorite interview out of any that we've done. Number 3 on the top 5, what are you looking at? Where? What? Number 3 on the
you were ensign.
Number 3 on the top 5 is going to go out to the champion of champions. I cannot believe I am calling this man's name.
All hail King Booker!
Once again, this is where you say it again.
All hail King Booker!
Number 2 on my top 5 list is going to be for a man known as Mr. Kennedy!
All hail
Kennedy!
You can blow out somebody's eardrum with that.
Huh? Number 2 on the top 5 list is Kennedy. And number 1 on my top 5 list, brother, I'm still waiting for you to come back. I haven't seen you yet. Y2J, Chris Jericho.
What did he do last week in the world of professional wrestling? How does he make your top 5 list?
He conversed with the management of TNA and WWE.
Rumors indicate.
Two sides
Rumors
each
indicate.
other. Number 1 on the top 5 list is Chris Jericho.
Disqualified. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the definitive
qualifications.
top 5 list, the one each and every one of you clamored to your television sets to see. Number 5, because they are in order. I don't know if you missed it a couple of weeks ago, but they did become in order due to pressure from the party.
Exactly.
Number 5 on my top 5 list is the clear leader of the Spirit Squad, Kenny!
Okay.
Number 4 on my top 5 list is All Hail King Booker!
For as much as you talk about this guy, he's number 4.
Number 3 is a man who just last week lost his X Division title, but did so in a phenomenal matchup with AJ Styles, Chris Sabin. Number 2 is Yo, Crime Time. Is taking up my one tag team spot on my top 5 list.
Which is not a requisite. Do not need to have tag team.
You do not need to, but it's good too. The number 1 person of the week for professional wrestling, according to me, is Austin Starr.
Hey, a star is born.
That's what they say. Those are the top 5s, but wait, folks, we do have a couple of your email top 5s, and you can send us your emails to mail@pwrshow.com. We bring them, we read them, and we give you your 15 minutes of fame. Mail@pwrshow.com for your emails, your top 5s, your questions, and such. This one's from Darren of Dublin, Ireland. He sends us his top 5 list. And number 5, hey, look at that, holler. Number 5 is Austin Starr for his big debut on pay-per-view, in for a huge push. Keep in mind, it's Austin Aries, who's been around for a couple of years in TNA, but be that as it may. Number 4, LAX, red-hot gimmick and a long title reign on the way as well. Number 3, Randy Orton for being back in the main event spot. Number 2, all hail King Booker, the champion of champions. And number 1, Kurt Angle for taking TNA to what he says is the next level.
I think Kurt Angle is going to take TNA to a whole nother level.
This one's from Aaron Bennett of Washington, Pennsylvania. Hey guys, I really like the show. I see that you do top 5 lists, so I thought I would send in my own top 5. Number 5 is Yo 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 Yo.
Holler to your homies, it's crime time.
Because they're funny backstage skits and the wrestling ability, which is a good point. They do have some skills.
Yep.
To pay the bills.
To also afford those grills.
Number 4, Mr.
Mr. Kennedy!
All hail
Kennedy!
I have been a huge fan of Kennedy since his debut. I think if they continue to push him, he will be one of the top stars on the SmackDown roster. Mr. Kennedy challenging The Undertaker and will be wrestling The Undertaker at Survivor Series. Good, in case you hadn't seen that before. Number 3 is the Boogeyman. He hasn't been seen since last year's WrestleMania, but his return to SmackDown recently has only the beginning for this unique superstar. Well put, Aaron Bennett. Number 2 is one person who I don't think has ever made any of our top 5 lists, but his name is Gregory Helms.
The Hurricane did, but not Gregory Helms.
He is the longest reigning Cruiserweight champion in WWE history. And number 1 for Aaron Bennett is LAX. The tag team of Homicide and Hernandez are one of the top tag teams, I think, running strong today in TNA's tag team division. That is 2 times
that LAX has made a top 5.
In 1 week.
Yeah. That means Conan is part of the top 5.
Well, he specifically did say here, did Aaron Bennett, that it was a tag team of Homicide and Hernandez.
But that makes Conan in there.
Send us your top 5s, ladies and gentlemen. Each Friday we bring you, as part of PWR Daily, our top 5s. Thank you for tuning in this week. Make sure you check out Monday through Thursday of next week. Monday through Friday of next week for more PWR Daily. And hop on over to see this week's edition of the Pro Wrestling Report with this Jim Oak and me.
And me.
Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next time.